Honestly, this is something I've been really hesitant to talk about, which is probably why I lost the footage in the first place. I remember seeing my flat chest for the first time and just feeling so happy, and it really kind of hurts now looking at that and realizing that it all just kind of fell apart. In late 2014, early 2015, I fell into this really overwhelming depression. I was just uncomfortable all the time with my body, with how I looked, with how I felt, with how binding felt. After 3 years, it got painful. At the time I was saving up, I was living with my parents, so I was able to save up everything by, I think it was September, and I had my top surgery booked in November. For a few months there, I was pretty much eating nothing but ramen and drinking nothing but Snapple. I wasn't going anywhere, I wasn't doing anything, and I wouldn't exactly say that that was helping my depression. It was probably actually making it a whole lot worse, but as I got closer to my goal, I remember just feeling happier and happier and happier and happier until I met my goal, and then suddenly I was on cloud 9, so I went from really, really depressed to really, really happy practically overnight. I was getting top surgery from the guy whose Instagram username is literally top surgery. Like, not even G-Money has that. So there was nothing wrong with the surgery itself. In fact, everything went off without a hitch. I barely had any bruising. The only apparent issues at my post-op appointment were some very minor swelling and some accidental hair removal. It wasn't until I was about a week post-op, when I was supposed to get my nipple grafts dressed down, that I started having issues. And that's because my top surgeon is in Mississauga. I live in Ottawa. My surgical team seemed to think that it would be completely fine if my family doctor undressed the grafts for me. There's even an instructional video for physicians to view posted by the McLean clinic so that they know how to take these specific grafts down. So I called my family doctor like weeks before surgery to have this all organized, and by the time it came down to do it, my doctor had no idea what I was talking about. The office had no idea what I was talking about, and my doctor was not comfortable taking down my grafts, but I couldn't travel back to Mississauga to do it, so she decided that she was going to tackle it anyway. So midway through the procedure, the cotton is off of my nipples, but the sutures surrounding my nipples are still very much there and do need to be removed. My doctor seems to be panicking a little bit, and she decides that we're going to leave it for a little bit. She wanted to leave it for a few days, but because it was a Friday, it was going to wind up being closer to a week away. And I think by this Sunday, I started to notice literal chunks of my nipples coming off. My left nipple was infected. There was a minor infection there. And I wound up kind of taking things into my own hands. I very much do not recommend that anybody does this, but I removed my sutures myself. From that point, my nipples didn't really heal correctly. I'd lost the tip of my left nipple, and the outside of my areola are very much chewed up. Neither of my nipples are round. They're actually kind of more ovalish. So that was something that I definitely found disappointing, and every time that I tried editing together something with my top surgery reveal footage, it got difficult. I just have so much resentment for my doctor, not for my surgeon, not for my surgical team. They were all excellent. I loved my nurses. The nurse in the video with me actually was such a champ. She joked around with me. She took an Instagram picture with me. She gave me my testosterone shot, which she totally did not have to do. I'm incredibly thankful to everybody who donated to my top surgery campaign and to the McLean Clinic for taking care of me while I was unconscious on the surgical table. But I had a really hard time healing from top surgery, and I think a lot of people have a really hard time healing from top surgery and just don't talk about it. What we talk about mostly is the results, and sure, you can look at my chest and think that it looks fine, but when you look a bit closer and when you take into account the experience that I've had with my chest, I look at all these little imperfections that most people wouldn't even bother them, but I look at all these little imperfections and they just scream to me. When I was about 1 year post-op, I got my left nipple pierced, and that helped a lot. Before then, I would only take pictures of my chest from the right side, never from the left, never a straight on view because I was always so insecure about how my left nipple looked. Now I take pictures of my chest from the left side, from a straight on view from the right side. It doesn't really matter. So obviously some of the negativity associated with what happened post-surgery has gone away a little bit, and I definitely think getting the piercing definitely helped me adjust to my chest aesthetically. I still look in the mirror, I look at my chest and I see the imperfections. It still happens. I'm definitely more secure with my chest, but I would like my areola to be round. I would like there not to be random chunks missing. It would just be lovely. Probably not gonna happen. I'm not gonna suddenly grow skin on my areola and have perfectly round shaped nipples or whatever. But what I can do is I can get that shit tattooed. There is a piercing shop in my area that does cosmetic tattooing. I have a consultation booked on March 9th to see if they can help make my areola round, or at least just a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to me. My entire transition has really been about taking control of my body, taking control of my narrative, and trying to feel comfortable. I'm gonna go to the extent where I feel as comfortable as possible, and if that means getting my nipples tattooed, that means getting my nipples tattooed. So we're gonna see how this goes, and hopefully it goes well. I will update you. I know I promised to update you guys before, and I can honestly say now that I have fulfilled all of those promises, so I feel comfortable saying that I will fill you in on how filling in my nipples goes. Yeah, hopefully Philip DeFranco doesn't come from me. Anyway, if you like my face, you want to see more of it, you can always follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. Instagram is my most used social media site. Other than that, you like this video, you want updates on my nip-nap, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you soon. Peace out, Scout people. Bye! So I've been editing for the last little bit, and I started watching the raw footage of my top surgery reveal, and a lot of it's actually kind of like hilarious and awkward. So I thought I'd just pop that in at the end of this video here. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this previously unreleased video.
Alright, come stand right here.
Alright. I'm actually able to get my shirts off and on as long as they're tank tops.
Okay,
So,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's good.
Alright. Got a lot of motion.
That's good.
How do
Okay,
I-
so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna change this to be on.
Alright. Am I gonna be able to not have the thousands of pounds of padding?
Yep.
Sweet.
I know, right?
Because I was just like, I would look fat if it weren't for that.
First 24-hour compression.
Okay, cool.
That's good. So yeah, when you take this off, you're not gonna be having a strap to go over your
Sweet.
head.
Oh.
Yeah. You are gonna be great. The tape isn't the funnest part.
No. Oh, Jesus.
Yep. Here, that's actually.
At least I
take
don't
this
have
off.
drains.
Hey, exactly.
Oh, Jesus.
And you
Over
don't
there?
even. Yep. You don't even have much bruising, which is really cool.
No, I know I have some swelling under here because that
Okay.
shifted
Yep.
and I
Right.
felt it underneath.
Yeah. Ouch! 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 Ouch!
That's fine.
Okay.
I feel like I'm lifting my arms up pretty high for one day post-op.
Yeah, you are.
Real pumped about
You're
that.
doing great.
Oh, Jesus, just some breathing.
Breathe. 3, 2, 1, done. Good.
Sweetness. Uh-oh.
Okay. We're gonna leave this on.
Alright. Sweet.
Okay. So a little bit of scabbing.
A little bit of bleeding.
And, yeah.
That's
old,
fresh there.
Old blood.
That's fresh.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, I still have some chest hair.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, yeah, not anymore. Sorry. Okay, breathe. 3, 2, 1, done.
Oh,
Ah.
Jesus, I'm a hairy
Felt
bastard.
that. Felt that. Okay.
Oh my God,
This
I'm
is
flat.
Great. This is awesome.
I'm so flat.
You are.
Oh my God.
This is so good. Crazy.
Oh
So
my God.
good. Yeah, this is gonna be great.
I feel like I look hippie now, though.
Good chest contours. I'm happy about that.
Oh, I can feel it, but it's numb.
I know. That's normal.
Oh, that feels so good, though.
Yeah.